Today we talked about how Peter learned that the Holy Spirit is for everyone. Isn't that incredible? For everyone. I remember a time when I was in high school, and in high school, at my school, there was this group of people that were athletes and they're really cool, and they were called the jocks. And then there's this other group of people that I was a part of that were called choir nerds because I sang in the choir, which I think is cool, but they didn't think was cool. So anyway, we didn't get along, we didn't really hang out. And so there's this one guy named Mike, and I was really intimidated by him. And so a couple years later, we were both working at the same pizza place. Can you believe it? The same pizza place. So here we are, there's pizzas coming by, we're putting pepperonis on these pizzas, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I felt this little voice inside of the Holy Spirit saying, "You should talk to Mike about Jesus." And I was like, oh, I don't know about that. I'm pretty intimidated. This guy is, a jock, and I'm a choir nerd, and I don't know if he would even listen to me. And so I was really scared. But in that moment, I prayed, and I asked God for strength, and I began to share with him a little bit about Jesus. And I felt like the Holy Spirit was moving inside me as I talked to him. And believe it or not, this was so crazy. He actually listened to me and he thought it was cool. And so we kept talking. And after work, we sat down on the tables in front of the store and I got to share all about Jesus with him. And in that moment, he accepted Jesus into his life and he asked the Holy Spirit to come inside of him. So I learned some really cool things that day. One, that the Holy Spirit could use me and he could use me even when I was scared. Another, that someone like Mike, who I thought was really different than me, the Holy Spirit wanted to be a part of his life and that he was willing to accept the Holy Spirit. That was really cool. And the one thing to remember is the Holy Spirit is for everyone.